All right. Welcome to the, what's today's date? March 19th, 2026 meeting of the Economic Development Committee. It is 5:34, getting started a few minutes late. This meeting is being recorded for WHCA to post on YouTube at a later date. Start with a roll call. Justin Evans here. Brittany Cavallo is not here. Heidi Hosmer.
Here.
Adam Somerville.
Here.
Richard Bloss.
Here.
Steve Egan is not here. And John Galvin.
Here.
All right. First business, approve meeting minutes for February 19th, 2026. Did everyone get a chance to see them?
I did.
I did. I didn't notice anything, but
Yeah.
grammar's not my thing.
I'll make a motion to approve the February 19th, 2026 minutes.
I'll second that.
All right. Discussion? All those in favor? Aye. We don't have any guests today. I guess I'll start. Yeah, our business today, I put on data centers. It was one of the ones that I knew probably the least about structurally, so did a little research. There's not a ton on what the state incentives list, so I did send these news articles for what other towns have started and attempted. But happy to open up the discussion to see what you guys thought, and then I think TIF will spin off into a separate meeting because it's something worth exploring beyond just data centers.
I did have an opportunity to take a look at the Westfield thing this morning. We've already discussed that the power requirements are ginormous.
Yes.
But to me, it also looks like the acreage required is ginormous. I mean, they're basically, if I read it correctly, they said to make the facility worthwhile, it needs to be like 100,000 square feet. And I don't know where in our town near either of the power centers that might work. But it seems, if we could pull it off.
Thing, yeah. So, and my only thinking here, I agree. It's probably unlikely that there's anywhere to site it in Whitman that has access to power and water, that volume of water that they may need. Although I guess in New England it's less of a concern because air cooling works better here than the Southwest. But if you think about Auburn Street, there are probably some parcels where a little redevelopment, you could get enough space, maybe not 100,000 square foot facility, but something close to it. So one of the bigger things you get within the 495 belt in Eastern Mass.
I was trying to figure out how many acres is 100,000 square feet. I don't even know what the convert. I don't even know.
About 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's not as bad as I thought then when I read that.
But for the building footprint, like
So that's
4
pretty,
acre parcel to make it not ridiculous.
Well, what was the parcel that the battery storage was looking at down there?
So that's one of the ones that would be doable. There was some wetlands on it, so the battery layout was kind of bizarre. But yeah, that's close to power. If they needed to cut a separate water agreement with the city of Brockton, it's close enough to the line that they could do that.
Right.
It's a flexible location to do that kind of stuff. That's the only end of town that I think this may happen. But no one's come knocking on our doors looking for it. So, and then access to a fiber connection, I don't know about. I know. Fios is in Brockton. We've got some on the Brockton line in the Whitman side.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the level of fiber you'd need for a data center.
I don't think so.
Probably not. They probably connect to Braintree.
But there used to be right on over the border in Brockton. That used to be a cable center, but it was satellite, I believe, and now it's gone. I don't even know what it is now.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like heating or something. But I guess the question is if we could find available property, find out who the owner is, and see, I guess first starting off with who is the owner of the property that the battery storage was in, because that was a private person, was it?
It was a private person, and they had a purchase and sale agreement that I imagine
Really?
Whatever not executed on. If they're not going to build anything there. So it's probably gone back to whoever owned it previously. But there are enough, small commercial businesses up there sitting on a fair amount of space that piece two of them together.
Yeah, you also have Auburndale up there.
That and would be a heck of a public hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've got a lot of
There's people living
a
there.
lot of that is National Grid easement too.
Yeah. Which is probably not a problem for a data center. Depending on how much
There's building problems,
you need, yeah.
real building issues anywhere near those power lines.
Yeah.
But I would think they would prefer to be that close to it and would have some sort of solution on how now.
But not underneath it.
Yeah.
You're pretty much all the way down behind all those buildings on Auburn Street. All the way down is the power lines behind everything.
Yeah.
Now, when you run out, further down past Auburnville, right at the corner there, maybe there's some space right there to do it. But that's about the only place on this side on that side of town.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the idea of the dump. Yeah, that's the best. I think that is the very best place to site it. There's nobody can argue about it. All it's going to do is add some revenue to the town, and it won't be an eyesore. It wouldn't be an eyesore. We just got to find: does the town want to do it, or does it want to bring in a private investor? If it's public land, I don't know how you bring in a private investor to do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Cleanup
I don't know.
is the
Yeah.
problem.
So if you're saying
What do we need to do? There's no cleanup. You just put it right on top.
Contaminated, no?
Put it right on top.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not disturbing the contamination at all.
Okay.
you're saying a processing center on top?
No, I'm talking about battery storage.
Battery. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Changing the subject on us.
Oh, we talking about data centers?
What? Yeah. So
Oh, there's no. I don't think there's any place in this town. I mean, there's just as you said. There's those two requirements. The water and the power. That right there just makes it not just unfeasible. It's just a no go.
The only plus of all of it is we're not on NWRA, which they have a restriction on everything.
Yeah.
So I don't think Brockton's in WRA.
No.
I think that,
they've got their own.
That at least that's the only benefit we have of that whole thing. Is that
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, given how the state is pushing, that if there isn't a something in the MWRA requirement excluding, meaning allowing it,
right,
then there will be.
right.
I do. MWRA is pushing pretty hard down into the Weymouth Naval Air Station.
Right.
Okay.
So for that development, the city of Weymouth has, I think, a tentative agreement to get it down there in the next 5 or 6 years,
Yeah.
which will unlock who knows how much development in there.
Yeah.
And then once it's there, Rockland and Abington also suddenly have access, and
Right.
their parcels will kick in too.
Wow. That's a whole other time.
So that could be, yeah. But I mean, untouched land, somewhat contaminated up there that's where you'd be talking about data centers.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, so now you get the water down there, but where do you get the power in there?
Yeah, I'm
You
sure.
know, I mean, that's the
Airbase has some
there-
generator.
power.
I think I mentioned this before that
Yeah, but
that
it's-
big empty warehouse in Route 18 in Bridgewater past the circle, it's basically empty, and people
Yeah.
were pushing hard to make that a data center. And somebody who kind of knew what he was talking about said, "Listen, that would take up about 3/4 of the power that Bridgewater has access to."
I was just with my brother-in-law. He's an electrician, and I'm not sure which building he was referring to, but he said that big building. This is in Bridgewater. That big building that just got bought. It's still empty. Now I'm not talking. I'm sure if he was talking about the one off of 24, if he's talking about the one on Route 18.
The 118 on 18.
But or I know you're talking about the 118. But he said that's empty because there's no power to it. They built it using the power that was available, but National Grid won't bring any additional power infrastructure to the building, and that way, and now it's built, it's empty, and it's going to stay empty.
That's a shame.
Good for them.
I'm thinking that didn't make
That's a waste.
That's a big building too.
Even some of our residential stuff, the delay in connecting power has been months.
Yeah.
You're
It's
kidding.
just because if they need to put in a small substation and they're back ordering all the equipment to get, like, it's just
It's like that's why it took so long for our solar panels. It took.
yeah.
I mean, and then once we had them, just turning them on, we had to wait and wait
Yeah.
and wait,
It's 12 months to get a gas service right
wait
now.
and wait
Yeah.
and wait and wait and wait.
You can still get a gas service?
Yeah, if you gotta wait, it's 12 months.
I
think
thought-
I think the
backlog.
customer has to pay. If the main has to get extended, the customer has to pay that
Wow.
expense.
Yeah.
It's not just the customer.
But if you-
service.
I thought the governor didn't allow any new tie-ins.
No, we're tying in new
Yeah, you guys just
services.
open them up.
It's all we do. That's all I do.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Good to
but
we're
know.
tying in old ones, new ones.
where is it coming from, though? There's some
Well,
coming
these
in, but-
existing mains.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
thing
mean.
with the gas company is we have for them to get their energy audit, they have to put in 25 miles of new pipe every year, like not even replacement pipe.
What was the thing that got shut off then that we weren't getting?
That was the pipeline.
The transmission.
Yeah,
line
the
from
transmission
to the
line.
west.
Yeah.
Instead, in the to go into my work for the week, National Grid's rate case hit Lowell last night.
Oh.
They're asking for money to retrofit, I think, seven LNG plants.
Okay.
So they'll put $1 billion invested into LNG that they'll pass on to the ratepayers rather than extending a transmission line, which
Yeah.
is not trucking tanks of liquid natural gas all around the state. It's-
Crazy.
Which
yeah,
is which
Well-
yeah, if you're
probably better, right?
But in
well,
6
yeah.
months,
on a safety front.
or not 6 months, in 9 months, it'll be all over. For
Well, we're
sure.
replacing
It'll be
2-inch
gone.
like cast iron pipes with 12-inch plastic, just so they can store gas in the ground.
Yeah.
There's no place with all the fracking that they were doing. They're just letting natural gas off into the air. There's no place to store it.
Oh no.
All the tanks are free. They're all full. So they're putting in high pressure 12-inch plastic mains instead of a 2-inch main and just pumping them up with gas.
Yeah.
As much as they can. Then just regulating them and reducing the pressure at your house from 120 pounds to 4.
Isn't that why half a Handover blew up a couple of years ago?
Well, that was not my fault.
Yeah.
That was your
My
fault?
company's fault, yeah.
Was it?
Well, we're the ones who
So
found
you
it.
guys,
Where the that whole thing was a guy didn't flip a switch in Ohio.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And so when we did the bypass
yeah,
to the
there's an
gas
engineering
main, it was
mistake.
reading the
Yeah.
gas main as losing pressure. Not because he didn't turn it off to say what we were doing, and they just kept pumping gas into the main, blew all the houses up. 27 houses.
That was horrible.
Oh, 100. There was over 100 fires.
But I think 27 actually blew.
But 27 probably destroyed. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. I got hired by the DPU.
Sorry about
Months later.
making a joke
Oh,
about
did
it.
you?
No, it's all good.
They got me a job.
That's what
They
got me
needed
on the
engineers.
planning board.
They did need
They all asked me about it. It was like a month after it happened. I didn't come home for 3 weeks. I was working.
That's short compared to some of the people
Yeah.
I've talked to. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sleeping in my truck. They
Yeah.
were delivering us sandwiches. I was just saw cutting every day. We had to replace
Wow.
22 miles of pipe within a week, 2 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, to get it back on.
Yeesh.
Yep.
Because none of the integrity was there.
Everything. It's all cast iron, all bare steel is what a lot of it was up there. Anyway, I digress.
Oh, you learned something. Learning stuff.
Yeah.
Learning. So it's
It's
all
fun that we
good.
work in the same industry.
I know.
All right.
But yeah, so I think everyone had sort of the same takeaway. Data centers. It's probably it's really unlikely that there's a site in Whitman that can.
It's good to talk about it though.
But it was
Yeah.
interesting, and yeah, it'll lead to tax increment financing, which I knew Hanover did for their the redevelopment of the mall. But beyond that, I didn't know anything about it. So I think that's probably a something worth talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe around the Route 18 commercial sector, if we wanted to throw incentives out there.
Yeah.
It'd have to be, I would think it would have to be a sizable project
Yeah.
before you even want to bother with that, because you're going to get so much blowback from citizens.
Yeah, we're a 90% residential tax town. It would be
Yeah.
really hard to find anything
But I mean,
worth doing that.
how do we get
Incentive.
the authorization to do something like that? I mean, we'd have to do a lot of work for it and get who would need to approve it.
I think a TIF needs town meeting and the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pilots only need the town to approve.
Okay.
So, which is
Yeah.
why like Westfield sought a 40-year pilot for their data center, which was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be
Rockland
really.
got a TIF.
That was a lot of money.
Southfield.
Yeah.
I think.
I think Hanson was looking at one too for the old ocean spray. I don't know if they went forward with
Yeah, I
it.
don't know, but I
All
know.
these towns
Looking at
A
a
TIF.
really,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of land left.
No, it would be redevelopment here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pick old.
Only we can go up.
Yeah.
I know, because when you think about it, what's near us, really, you have to drive
Yeah.
everywhere to.
We're just not a convenient town for anything commercial or industrial,
Yeah.
Seems
especially industrial.
You can hope some of the spillover from what East Bridgewater's doing
Yeah.
comes up our
But-
way. But it's,
Yeah.
Spillover would be residential.
yeah, right.
We don't need
Well,
any more residential.
isn't there an industrial park going in down
We have
there?
a small
Yeah.
industrial. I don't know any specifics about what it is, but yeah. It's zoned industrial already, but yeah, they're going to put some small industrial use on that.
Probably going to be more industrial condos.
Well,
Oh, the
that's what-
bays. Yeah, probably.
Building a used car lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that.
Well,
Cool.
well, economic development. Okay, so that might fit under. How do we get a moratorium on used car licenses?
Yeah.
I don't know, but Enterprise Rental thinks that Rock Street belongs to them.
Yeah.
It's a horror. We have to do something about this because they're like here and they're here, and they had a 10-foot snow bank.
Yeah,
Couldn't
that was
see
bad.
it. It was very bad.
All right, I did have a couple things that, unless there's any more data center stuff we want. But yeah, I think
That's that.
That's that. But it did spin interesting. Probably next meeting conversation. But an old business, solar and battery model bylaws. So the the battery energy storage system model bylaw is still not released by DOER. So when that's released, I'll refer it to the select board. But I did hold off on
Okay.
sending incomplete model bylaws along. And by this point, we've missed the hearing schedule you need to make this year's town meeting. So
We just made it for the last one.
Yeah.
For the open spill, the 4-yard and the other bylaw.
yeah. So we'll look at next year to get that in place. But again, that's restrictions on where to site it. It doesn't prohibit anybody from coming in and building solar batteries today. And then 43D expedited permitting. Jason did share some stuff last time, and I'm trying to remember if I've gone through it since he sent it.
Yeah, he shared a couple pages, I think.
Yeah.
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Jason. So it was an older state law, but commit to issuing all permits within 180 days. You can do things like joint board meetings. We could do that now. There's no real restrictions on doing a planning board, zoning board, conservation commission, like single hearing, just to get it all out at once.
Yeah. Even the one that across from on Rye Hill Street, they kind of went out of order. They did the Conservation Commission before the Planning and Zoning Board when they're
Yeah.
supposed to be last. But to do all three of them in one for something like that to get site plan.
It'd be a long single hearing,
Yeah.
but it would shorten the months of back. and
Yeah,
forth.
there would only
So-
be one time they have to come and give a presentation
right.
and everything like that.
But you don't have to adopt 43D to do stuff like that. I guess we could just,
Yeah.
in individual circumstances, do that. But it's interesting.
The only streamlining I could think of
Yeah.
that we have. So,
Right. If you had like people that needed licenses, you could do a select board, board of health.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of opportunities there,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a by parcel designated thing that you sort of signal out to developers.
And plus, you got butters. They got to go to
Butters.
3 meetings.
Yeah,
It's a lot
it's a
easier
burden.
for butters to make it to 1 meeting than 3.
Right. So it was somewhat interesting. I don't know, maybe something like the BFI print if we wanted to pursue that in the future as a expedited zone site, but I don't think we would need to.
Does BFI still own it,
No.
or the town does?
It actually wasn't even BFI's building. It was owned by, they rented. So,
And
They
and
rented from.
from whoever the owner was.
Okay,
they're
so
not
it's
yet in
publicly
tax
owned.
title. Yeah.
I mean,
They're not yet in
it's
tax?
privately owned.
No. I think they probably could enter it if the town chose to act on it.
Yeah, but I don't think, why would we do that? We'd have to clean it up. I mean, that's the
exactly,
problem.
which is why it's in this technically someone still owns it, but I don't think they're paying taxes on it. Limbo.
They are not. I know they weren't 4 years ago
Right.
when it was discussed.
When we
then.
decided to
or whenever
board it up,
it was.
yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, during the snowstorms, have been whatever trucks parked up there.
Yeah.
By plow.
Well, I remember there was several years ago. There was a lot of trucks parking.
Oh, when
on
National
there.
Grid was redoing the mains on 18.
Oh yeah. That's
they
it.
were parking all this stuff there.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Well, where exactly is that land?
Next to Four Seasons. So
It's kind of set back behind a house.
Oh,
It was a printing company. BFI was a printing company.
Yeah.
right. Okay,
And then,
I remember.
but I think a lot of the contamination happened prior to BFI going in there.
so
Whoever it was before BFI. But,
So that's not operating anymore.
hasn't for years.
Oh, okay.
yeah, the town voted to board it up probably 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
All right, got it. Thank you.
I wonder if you can get some money up there letting other towns dump snow. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Boston, everyone, they got a haul. They're all
on it. Yeah.
We're doing 24 hours a day for 4
There's
weeks.
probably a mountain parking lot in South
Yeah.
Boston.
We used to dump it down in Tinian Beach. We can't do that anymore.
But isn't that all considered hazardous waste?
Yeah, I don't want to answer that yes or no. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
It's just something I was thinking of.
That's why they can't dump it in the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because,
But you
because of the salt and the
You can let
de-icing
it
chemicals.
slowly melt and go into the drains.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just something I was thinking of. You know.
Yeah.
Not that we get as much snow as we used to, but sometimes we get walloped.
Oh, well,
Yeah, but if
Braintree, everybody's got
Yeah.
a clearing out their centers.
to do that though,
this
you'd have
is
to.
crazy.
The town would have to take it, and there's a liability risk
Yeah.
that.
There's not that much room back there, though.
No, okay.
I mean, there's a little parking front and spot, but once you
Yeah.
get in the back, it's all wood and wetlands.
Yeah. Well, what? I don't know. It's just something I thought of. That's all.
Yeah. And then I know we mentioned last meeting, so I put it on old business placemaking events. So stuff like Winterfest or Rockland's Holiday Stroll or that. I know. Did anyone find out anything further about how Rockland pulls that off?
No.
I haven't. Pam has been on vacation. She's
Yeah,
my
that's
friend on Facebook. She's away, but when she comes back,
Yeah, that's
I will ask her. I'm gonna write
not a
this
rush, but is it? Yeah, that would be a good way to drum up business for the center and maybe make some of the
Yep,
existing vacant spaces more.
I'm gonna ask her
attractive.
how that all
Like the
goes.
cookie drop was fun when they had it. I enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to her. Maybe she can visit us
Yep.
and
That'd be
tell
good.
us.
You
How they
call it
go
some
about-
kind of incentive to sell some kind of a gift card that people could use in the local stores or something like that. You could buy and give them for people.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know.
They open up the banks.
I think we still have the aircraft cable running between the poles out front to string Christmas lights on.
Oh, really?
Yep, we
Yeah.
could. That would be really cool.
National Grid made, or whoever it was in the 90s, made the town reinforce all the fixtures out there. If we wanted to just string Christmas lights around town.
Yeah, I know that in Rockland they get some other businesses, they sponsor stuff and they pay for
Yeah.
stuff and they help out. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you look at all the little restaurants and
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that stuff. That's basically what Rockland has. They open up the church buildings, the Lions, and everybody. They do
Yeah.
their own booths. People come in and,
Yeah. It wouldn't be hard to shut down from School Street to Park Ave
no.
and just have an event in the center.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. They do it Rockland Center every year. Shut it down. I mean, different committees in the town. At the time when we won one year, I was on the energy committee when I was in Rockland, and we made chili and beef stew and stuff like that.
Well, you probably never saw Winterfest that we used to have here.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was quite the thing.
Yeah.
I heard.
My office was in where Cowbells is now, so it was great for
Oh,
me.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! I heard it was quite the thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, if we could kind of, sort of resurrect.
And
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to do it, is to resurrect what people are always
because-
asking if we're going to bring it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
It would be Winterfest.
Get the old blueprint, see what it was. But
Yeah.
It's just
you know,
a lot of
talk
time
to
It's
involved
the
there.
time and the fundraising.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, and talk to her about that. And I think that there's a lot of people that businesses that help sponsor it too.
But to tie it in with the Dollars for Scholars event in the town park, you could get a whole thing going.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Might take away from their fundraising efforts though if you.
It might. Yeah, you're right. Would they want us competing?
Oh, sorry.
I just think
Cool.
I think it would be good for the community in general, just
Yeah.
to.
Everybody has a somewhat like a day in the park thing. Not everybody does a winter.
Yeah.
We
At least
do.
it'd be something different. Especially when you're doing it around New Year's with the cooking.
I know. Yeah, East Bridgewater does a parade, and Rockland does the stroll. I was able to hit them all this year with my daughter.
There you go.
You were where?
We was able to, every weekend I had some Christmas event to go to around. It was
Oh yeah,
great.
the stroll's great. I mean, you
The
got
stroll's
Alex.
great.
You got the Grinch down there, and you got Alex Haggerty running around like
Yep.
being the Grinch, and then you got Rudy Childs being somebody, and they go around. But
So is it on our agenda that we could hear a little bit more about the 66 Pond Street presentation that was given to them?
If you're going to ask future topics,
Just want to get a little update. We're not voting on
Sure.
anything,
so
so
we can fit it in one of these.
just curious what you
Yeah.
thought about that, and was there any interesting? You said they were looking to go quickly with it. One of the questions I have when I was looking at it is, it looked to me, who is it, T&K down there, Nick? their
Yeah.
neighbors? It looked to me like they were hopping over the boundary lines, but I don't.
No,
it's just the way I was looking
It
at it.
appears T&K is using some of their property. Yeah, or actually right here. T&K is using.
That's
some.
T&K stuff.
I
right
believe
there?
that's T&K stuff.
Really, that just looks
Yeah.
like a bunch of empty, broken down.
Or
been a while
or it
since
could
I've
be
been-
it could be the one of these
Yeah.
two.
Okay.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
But we talked about improving the trail there, the rail trail.
Cool.
And I guess the Conservation Commission and the I don't know one other committee in town, they are fast tracking this walking trail from East Bridgewater to Abington.
Wow.
And it's going to tie
Whitman.
that in, and we talked about improvements that perhaps the developer could add to at least their section of that trail.
On this side,
There's
on
an existing trail now, a
Edwin
walking
was
trail.
telling me about that
so where does it connect?
yesterday. I saw him and he was talking
It-
about
Where else
There's
does it
an
go?
apparently there's an old rail trail that goes down all right to the turnstile,
Oh, it's
the
so
old
cool.
turnstile at the train station.
Really?
Yeah, and it goes to East Bridgewater.
Yeah, a nice
Really?
walking trail. I mean, they have one in
That's
Rockland.
cool.
The Catholic cemetery runs behind there, and it's a sort of broken,
Rockland
as
is
with
awesome.
dropped housing in the middle. But
If you've ever been through Rocklands, it's
yeah,
really
Rockland's
nice.
Yeah,
beautiful
the
there all the
police
time.
Yeah,
All
I
the
want to
time.
say
It's a great place.
11. Is it 11? I think it's 11
Yeah, and
miles.
it goes,
Something
well, it
like
goes
in the
on-
town.
Then it goes across the other side.
Across there every day.
Yeah, all the way.
Gave our state rep a heads up.
Yeah.
that all three of
I don't
those
know
towns
if
with this
we
project, so
hooked
we should
to
get a lot of
hand-
earmark
hooked to
Oh,
requests
good.
for
So that's 157 units in 4 buildings,
Whoa.
4 stories.
Where is
4
this?
stories.
Pond Street.
Pond Street.
On Street.
The industrial buildings that are dilapidated,
Yep.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll
They'll be gone. They'll be
Yeah.
taken,
right.
and the contaminated soil will be basically paved over.
Okay.
Interesting.
And it looks similar to the structure in Abington on Summer Street, right?
Yeah.
Same style. So that went up quick, which
Which
What
would
hasn't-
be really good.
Abington's went up.
Oh,
quick,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, if I could go quick.
There's also an additional piece of land. If you drive down Pond Street, and I want to say it's, wow, there's some tracks there, but there's a building
There's a couple buildings along there. Yeah.
on the right. If you're heading north, and that's owned by a different party. But they haven't paid taxes in forever because that's contaminated. And there was talk, and so the one issue we had was
So
the
here's
amount of
Hobart
parking
Pond. Here's the train
that
station.
is shown here.
Pond Street,
150 units. It's
Nice.
Tiny.
I want to say it's about a space and a half per unit.
okay.
VFW.
And so then maybe they
Oh, yeah.
they
Industrial way.
should
Maybe
have.
you can have a satellite.
And yeah, the idea was, will the town take this piece of property, and then sell it to the owner, so that they can pave over it and make extra parking?
I mean, we potentially.
Well,
You know, we're exploring a land taking next to the train station now, and expect that to be about a year process. So it's not going to be quick, but
But the idea here is, you're talking 157 units, and I don't know what the tax implications per unit is. Would be 3,000, I'm guessing, maybe four. I don't know for sure. You would know.
We can find that out, but it depends what it is.
So you're probably talking extra $500,000 a year in perpetuity
that,
once this thing gets built.
and with the building out itself is going to be new growth,
right.
yeah.
which would be.
Into walking distance to the T, so all the parking
just
spots
thinking
might not be.
the minute they start
It's
that.
40 hours. We reduced
they
the amount of
growth.
parking
He's
spots
saying they want to
per
start it in July.
unit anyway,
It's
didn't we?
gonna-
Per
That's what
bedroom.
he's saying.
And they not.
I think that's why it's
Yeah.
1.5.
But
Yeah,
but
I thought
I believe it's
instead of
1.5.
1 point,
Yeah.
whatever it was,
Yeah.
1.3
Yeah,
or something. You know, I know we
50%.
reduced it
Yeah.
down. That was
the
one of Bob
foundation
Kimball's
piece, which is like the
ideas.
first 15%, and then when it gets to started out, it would be like 30 to
And
40%.
literally, that's right behind the VFW.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if all that gets cleaned up now, there would be no access from Pond Street.
It would come down to
have to
Hatfield?
come-
Through the industrial
Have to
park.
come through from Essex Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the owner actually owns down to where there's a gate down there, and Pond Street's only one lane,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
one direction. So
That
you
was
couldn't.
I was just going to ask you if they were
And
planning
you
on.
can't go to the train track, so you'd have to go in the other direction.
Well, there's buildings down there. I mean, there's a couple, and they're not. They are. I know there's like a furniture
Yeah.
redo, whatever you want to call it, down
Yeah.
there. I don't know what else is down there. There's several buildings on the left going down. So
Yeah.
I guess you leave
One
those-
of my questions when we were talking about the MBTA, and actually I posed it to Mary Beth, was be careful what we ask for, because I don't believe there's town sewer down there,
Right.
and the town might be required to pony up all the money to site sewerage.
Well, this
Yeah.
T&K must be on town sewer.
But coming off of Essex. But I mean, as things get sited there on Pond Street,
Oh, yeah.
and possibly have to do improvements on the street itself,
Right.
if anybody wants to develop that.
We could work that into the developers.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say-
if you need, you can kind of
They
negotiate
shouldn't.
some of
The
it. no?
developer shouldn't be
Yeah.
the town's. I
We
believe
cited
that's
it,
the
yeah.
town's responsibility. When we
Yeah.
said we were going to put sewerage in, and I'll just go back to what Richie Rosen's project across from Stop and Shop. If Richie Rosen would not have done all the sewer work, I don't think there's gas, maybe sewer and gas work on that, whatever the name of that
Right.
fish
Paradise.
Paradise Garden.
used to be the fish store.
And that would have been bought by some other developer who would have put houses in.
Yeah.
It would have cost the town well over $1 million for sewer,
Wow.
gas, and water that Richie did on his own.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the developer was on that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
You know, I didn't know
Could
that's
be.
how it worked.
but that same thing, I'm using the same logic. The town, I believe the town would be on the hook for
Yeah.
all of Pond Street, water, sewer, and gas.
I've mentioned to our water sewer superintendent so that as we start actually seeing projects in that MBTA district, there is a state grant to support the infrastructure build out that's going to
Right,
come with
right.
it.
Okay, that's
That
good.
There you
caps
go.
at about $1 million per project, but
Still, it's
that's a
something.
good
It's
chunk of money for a
Yeah.
We would need
better
it.
than us
sewer
paying the
system, yeah.
million.
We would need it, yeah.
Better
Heck
than
no.
us.
Why don't we cite one of the, if Foxborough doesn't want to do all the soccer games, can we cite a couple of soccer games? And
Yeah, but the trap. But then
that's
everyone will be
okay
yelling-
for a week or two in the summer. We could all rent out
But
our
everyone will
houses.
be yelling about the
Yeah.
traffic,
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
I can't get out of town. Everyone will be
Maybe
flipping
then we'll get
out.
a hotel.
Everybody will be flipping out. And we don't have a hotel.
So I've been going to. I'm involved with a lacrosse tournament that gets run out at Devon's, And we've been going out there for 15 years, and we stay at the same hotel. I mean, it's lots of hotels, but where we stay is running the event right there. About $240 a night. Well, guess what? Now this year, because it's during the World Cup, the hotel rooms are $450.
I believe it.
Absolutely.
It's like, you're freaking kidding me.
Nope.
You're not grandfathered in by going every year.
Devin,
Yeah,
think-
you know what I'm
So
saying?
You
that's
know what?
the
It's
thing.
not too far to drive back and forth.
No, it's not.
No.
You can do it.
Except I have to be there at 5:30 in the morning and then
Ooh.
Get up
5:30
early.
at
I
night.
mean, go to bed early.
4 nights in a row. Yeah, I know. No, I grabbed the hotel.
Even
Well,
Devon's to
if you could
Foxborough. That's a little bit of a ride.
It's
Well,
not that
us
far as
girls
you think.
always share
Yeah,
one, so
it's
we
$4.95.
Yeah, $4.95. Yeah, it's not far.
$4.95. Ain't that
Fine,
bad.
It's about 30 minutes,
Yeah,
25 minutes.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, you son of a bitch.
well, if people wouldn't scream about the traffic, Rich, and we had places for people to stay.
I'm just economic development. I'm just trying to figure out
I
what
know.
town can
Bring it up. Yeah.
Like the World
World
Cup.
dollar.
7 consecutive Super Bowls right around the corner.
Yeah.
7 consecutive.
That's what the security needs were described as for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Each match is a Super Bowl.
I
They
know.
still haven't
it's
settled that yet, have they?
They did.
Yes,
They
Oh,
just
they
did, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, earlier this week.
The
That's
select board
gonna
held
be
out and they won.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good
Yeah.
for
Try
They
you.
getting
shouldn't have to pay
tickets.
for it. They
No,
didn't
they shouldn't
want
have
it.
to pay
The
for it,
state
yeah.
is the one who wanted it. They overrode
Yeah.
Foxborough.
I wonder how much the tickets are going to be for those
It's gonna be
games.
nuts.
They're
They're
already
probably
sold out, I
sold
think.
out.
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
The
You're gonna
scalpers got them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, we'll cross that one off the list then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not
So-
doing that. I could just see everyone
All
in
right,
the,
thanks for the update,
traffic,
I appreciate it.
everybody
Yeah, that's good.
lose their minds.
That's going to be interesting to see how that comes out.
And that should hit, if they're going to build as quick as they thought, that should hit new growth for next year.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we were just saying.
Well,
And-
we're gonna. I'll send.
And
we'll
those
have
are modular.
Right.
So it's
So they come in, and the size of the unit, or this, yeah,
Can't be
Um,
the most quality stuff in
it's
the world.
well, no, it's actually much
yeah.
better construction
Is it?
than stick built. Yeah,
yeah.
Wow.
the quality control on
Alright,
them
good.
is really good. I want to say it's either
So is
12.
each
I think
unit itself is a
there's no
prefab?
room. Each unit is three prefab parts bolted together,
Interesting.
and no part is wider than 12 feet.
Also, just normal.
So you get them down the road.
Yeah, so they can get it down the road after midnight. So they can have unlimited based on the width of 12 feet. All they need is one flagged, oversized, flashing lights. Anything over 12 feet, they need front, rear,
Yeah.
state police escorts, and they have to do it between 8 in the morning and 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Which you can
Makes
imagine
no
what that would do to traffic.
So now because of what they do, they
At
just need one and they can
12
do it
feet,
overnight.
and they're going to do it at
So
night.
they bring
yeah.
them in overnight and build them that
And
day.
then
And
show up
then
the next
Exactly.
day and you've got your
Crane
Stack 'em.
takes
so
them off.
Essex Street's going to get coming down 58's going to have a lot of
Interesting.
fun coming around that rotary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they're
would
built.
take that rotary, right?
Built out
No,
of
they're
Oh,
gonna-
actually,
They're going to go through the rotary.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
is it easier to go the other way?
It's easy to come. Well, it depends on where they're coming from. Where
It's
they're
a
coming from.
53. It's not even a 53 footer. I don't. Well, is it? I think 12 by 24. So yeah, it's probably a 53-foot trailer
Yeah.
on just like any
40
semi,
minimum.
any place a semi can get
Yeah.
in.
no. You can go.
This thing can get in.
Well,
Except there's going to be a lot of
Me-
them coming one
Yep.
right after
Oh,
the
they'll be
other.
stacked up waiting to get unloaded.
Yep.
me and Jackie are going to drive all around Whitman anyway. I'm going to give her
Yeah.
a tour.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have
So
time to do that in
but
another
this
week
this
and a half.
plan still hasn't been officially submitted. But like I say, I asked the lady that owns it. Her husband didn't say 2 words the whole
Yeah.
hour and a half of
Yeah.
the meeting, but she did all the talking. Very nice lady, and she had tried to 230 units or 215, something like that, roughly 2 years ago, but zoning was an absolute no-go. But with the MBTA,
Good.
it was like a red carpet to come on down.
I'm surprised there's no 3 bedrooms in any of the buildings.
It is.
Yeah, it's all two buildings.
No.
Two. Oh, I thought I read
If it's
in
40R, she has to have
Yeah.
3-bedroom
MBTA.
and MBTA.
But the
too.
plans, I didn't think they were. They said
They
they were all-
weren't originally, but they're gonna have to modify.
Oh,
What are they going to be asking for rent on those things?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
a 35-minute train to Boston.
Yeah,
That's
it's going to
gonna get
be
some
some.
money.
It's going to be market rates, but I
Yeah,
can pretty much guarantee you that half of it will be Section 8.
half of it.
I'm guessing. How much of Marble Street is Section 8?
I have no idea.
Nobody's allowed to know.
Yeah.
But I would say 50%.
Well, I mean,
probably.
We got to
Why
have at least
wouldn't we
10% of it minimum. It's going to have to be.
It's got to be
50%.
10% affordable.
So what, 60, was 162 units? Is that what you said?
150.
This is 157.
So there's 15, 16
But in
anyway.
Marble
Yeah, 15
Street,
or
you've got
16,
what,
that's, like,
220
not half.
apartments there?
Yeah.
No.
I would guess half of it's.
I know
So
the
this-
town's
so
gonna
So this
push
will
more than
change
more
because
than
this says it's
10%.
all 2-bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
So what about Abington? I just put those two big,
Huge things.
huge things where the train is. I wonder how much of that is low
Well,
income.
the one across the street is elderly. The one across the street from the train station.
No, but like right as you pull in from Summer Street now,
There's two great
two,
big honking,
two of those.
Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
buildings. So I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
Abington,
Yeah.
and that's part of
I
the
haven't seen those yet.
MBTA.
See, with Section
Is
8,
that the same company?
I don't think so.
I don't. No, I
Is there
asked
prefabs
them
like-
how many,
The signs out
if they had
there now,
done
I
any
forget
other,
what the
and they
name
hadn't
of
done
it
any
is.
around this area.
Right.
It's a fairly new company. I think they've done
Right.
three projects.
I
so
did.
far.
When I saw the name on it, I searched it and then I looked, and I think they're like out in Worcester area or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, maybe it
Integrity.
won't be 50%.
Well, I don't see. The thing is with Section 8, you never know because the state pays.
Yeah.
The state pays the rent.
But they only have so many certificates in their budget, so.
People will relocate from
But they.
like an older building to a new building, and the people who own it are going to get their money direct deposited the first of every month without any hassles.
Yeah.
It's good
So
for
the more
it's good for
Section 8
landlord.
they have, the easier it is.
Yeah,
for
I
them to
think the
collect their
state
rent.
is
Pushing it.
looking for as many
Yep.
landlords as they can get their hands on,
Yeah.
as many units as they can get.
Well, it's going to be a.
Everybody has 8 units in Quincy. They're all disabled people that are on Section 8, and they're his best tenants. He doesn't do nothing to get he gets his money.
Exactly.
He has to have the inspections every year, whatever, but that's it.
Well, we need as many students in our school system as we can get to try to get us.
We got to get that number back up.
Yeah, well, that's what
Good
somebody
enrollment's killing us.
that was what somebody asked me, and
Yeah, because it is
I was
down.
quizzed on it, and I said, no, we actually need the students right
Right.
now.
Well,
we have
we do.
we have
It's
the
not gonna-
teachers, we have the facility. We're losing the students, so we need to fill those
That's
classes
true.
back up.
I think the number.
That's
I
not
think
an issue.
2 years ago when they had a Chapter 70 discussion up at the school, the number was 300 students to get us over to start getting serious
Get
money
state aid again.
from the
Yeah.
state aid.
Oh.
That's how many
That
students
many?
we needed. Yeah,
Wow.
320
It's
something.
basically what it's declined from like 2010.
Yeah.
Nobody's having kids anymore. My daughter's generation, 26, 21, then not getting married till they're 35 now.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole different ballgame. I don't see my daughter's age kid, 26-year-old kids in bars talking. Just on their phones at home talking.
My mom's one of 8. She had 3 kids, and I had 1.
Yeah.
So
You can
far.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
My mother says there's
might.
97 of us
Come on.
on my mother's side.
Wow. Well, there are just not enough good
Yeah.
Catholics out there anymore.
Yeah. 4 generations.
Mine have my daughter and son-in-law. They have 2. They're
Yeah.
not. I don't think they're done yet. They're just not doing it right now because they're still good. I mean,
My
Baby.
wife,
8
my
years,
wife's,
20 grand a year.
my
Yeah.
wife's father was
Nuts.
a family of 10. My wife's mother was a family of 10. Right?
Yeah.
Sullivan's
I have a
from
family of
Charlestown.
4.
There you go.
We had
Yeah.
4.
I have 4 kids.
We were 4 in our family.
All right.
All right, let's get back. So,
Yeah, everyone's gonna hear that.
yeah. All right, let's send this up
Hey, it's
to
public.
Oh, I don't care. It's
Um,
fine.
So I wasn't planning an
Nothing.
April meeting just because we're hitting like peak time meeting season where I'm at 3 meetings a week.
Okay,
So if it's okay with you guys,
that's fine.
Yeah,
Push
we
this
got
one
public
off.
hearing April 14th.
We
yeah.
got nothing pressing anyway.
Double hearing, actually.
And that'll give me time to get with PM and see if, I'll let you know. Maybe she'll come talk to us about what they do.
Yeah, and
I
then
think Mike Mullen even might know something.
actually, yeah, he'd be a good one to go.
I might reach out to Mike
Talk
too.
to.
I know him pretty good.
Tell him I'm the chair. Maybe he'll come.
I will. He will come. Oh yeah, Mike. I go back. I remember him when he just got out of college, and I was on the energy committee with him, and we got solar panels on one of the schools.
You thinking May?
Yeah, so I think in May, town meeting will be the 4th.
Yeah.
So we'd look for after that,
When's the election?
the 16th.
The election's the 16th? 2 weeks after?
Third
Okay.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
all
third
right.
Saturday.
Yeah,
First
19th.
Monday and third Saturday, so when the
Yeah.
calendar falls right.
Yeah, okay.
'Cause I lose 2 members the 19th, which is the Tuesday after the the elections.
And still, I don't think there's enough people.
You lose
I
to
think
what
I had
committee
one
is
poll.
that?
Planning board, we're down to 3 people, and I just
Really?
lost my recording secretary.
You're down to
Oh, I
three?
saw that, Maroney.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there's still
boy.
time. You got until next Friday for someone to pull papers, get signatures.
Do you need
Yeah.
me to pull papers and not to run around?
Well, you can do write-ins. You can write
Yeah.
in. Just get, that's the easiest way to get
We can
on.
always have you appointed very
Oh,
easily.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait till after the election.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested.
So
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
What night? When do you guys meet?
Second and fourth Tuesdays,
What
to do,
time?
7.
Oh, good. So it wouldn't interfere with me at all.
yeah, if you want to,
It wouldn't even interfere.
you can hold 2 elected positions in town.
You can.
I am going to my 4th meeting of the month.
Would that be a conflict being on the assessors and the planning? Probably not,
Probably not.
because I'm here. I don't think.
Look at her. She's looking for stuff
I know,
to do
right?
now.
Well, I'm retired. I'm going to have time.
Yeah.
There
We
you
have
go.
one of our members on the zoning and planning, which some people aren't very happy about, but
Oh, Rockland, I was
people.
always
We
in a
people.
million
what do you want
things.
us to do?
I was always going to meetings. My husband's like, "We're meeting now. What do you? What committee are you on now?"
So does May 14th look good for you guys? I think that's probably to do it right before the election, when I think we would have to reorganize, and I don't think anyone here is up. Brittany's an at-large member on this committee, so.
No.
I got 4 more years.
But I should probably look at what cycles we appointed the at-large members for, and see if we're going to have to reappoint any members after the election.
I'm on from the assessors, and I'm not up for re-election until next year.
Yeah.
5:30 again?
Yeah, so May 14th, 5:30.
Yep.
And then I'm still hoping that we hold the SWOT analysis until after we get the economic development downtown study. So talk about either TIFs, or you want to do a vacant properties survey? What do you guys think for May?
That's a good idea. The vacant
The vacant
properties.
properties? Okay.
Yeah. It's a good.
I'd pull papers, but it's like I'll be running around like a crazy woman trying to get the signatures
It's not
by
that
next
bad.
Friday.
Yeah,
May 14th, 5:30.
it's up to you.
I mean, I want to do it. I'm just wondering.
We definitely use the.
I won't be able to make that Justin, but that's
We
okay.
lose
There
lots
isn't
of
any
rain
days.
and Brandon
There isn't any
stepped down,
days in
so
May
she's
I'd be able to
involved
make
and
without a
Jeffrey
game.
was
So
I'm
that's like my
asking her to
busiest
do it.
time of
Yeah, I
year.
think
I
my
just-
wife's going to be the recording secretary.
Should be good in June.
I'm just wondering if I should
Yeah, I just
just
know,
wait till after and get
can't
appointed, or if I
fit
should
another
run
meeting in April
around and
already.
try to get
It's your
signatures.
call. We only need 3 more, so we could hold off and just have you appointed.
Let me think about it. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about running around at the.
Yeah.
I'll be at the
Um,
senior center again.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll take a motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
All right.
Thanks, everybody.